Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me again. I've got a really great topic again for you today. If you've checked out any of my videos, this one is by far, I think, almost the best topic. So before we jump into our topic for today, please make sure that you subscribe below because every 3 or 4 days or so, I create a really great topic that I like to share with you. If you are an owner or center director, or if you know any center directors or owners, make sure that you share this video with them. So the topic for today is daycare firing. So I get a lot of questions about firing, and most daycare consultants you would see, hiring tips, or are you hiring the right people, or do you have the right staff? But there's not a lot of videos when it comes to firing. And I want to make this disclaimer before I actually jump into the content. I am not an attorney, and this is a YouTube video, so I'm pretty sure that there are people that are going to be viewing from all different states. So I definitely want you to do your due diligence or consult with an attorney when it comes to the firing practices or the laws that govern your state particularly. So let's jump right into our topic. So daycare firing. I want to answer two questions that I get all of the time from my center directors and my childcare center owners. Whether you are a home or whether you are a childcare center, these are the questions that I get the most. So number one is, Nicole, I have a staff member that is underperforming. Can I fire them like right now? And the first question I always ask is, have you done your due diligence with that employee? You really want to make sure that your contracts that you give to your employees when they come on to your home or either your center, that they have been reviewed by at least an attorney, and they have all of the language so that that employee knows what the process is for your home or for your center. Do you have, to get written up first? Do they have performance reviews? Are there certain things that don't require a performance review that it may be so severe that it leads to immediate termination? So these things have to be clearly defined, written, and they have to be signed by the employee, saying that the employee knows that this is the process and that you've gone through the process. Now, if you are in what's called an at-will state, like the state of Texas, in the state of Texas, employers can really fire their employees for no reason, good reasons, bad reasons. It really doesn't matter, right? As long as there is not a contract in place that's governing what the employer can do, then, of course, the employer and the employee has to follow the guidelines that are in the contract. But in an at-will state, you are able to fire an employee for whatever reason, as long as that reason is not based on discrimination. So when we talk about discrimination, we're talking about race or religion, for example. So where most employees, if they fire an employee, they say, well, the employee went, to the EEOC, or, do I have to pay out unemployment? Well, the thing about it is, have you done your due diligence? Because normally the employee may say, well, I was fired unjustly based on some type of, discriminatory practice. Well, I was fired because, of my religion or because of my race. Well, if you have clearly documented each performance review or each time that you have spoken with that employee and they are well aware of their performance, their poor performance, then you are well within your rights to terminate that employee. And remember, my disclaimer again, please make sure that you consult with an attorney and that you know the laws of your particular state. So, to answer that question, I really wanted to make sure that everyone understood that you should always do your due diligence, have your paperwork, and show that you have had conversations with that employee so that they know what the issue is with their particular performance. And then the other question that I get all of the time is, should I fire my staff in the morning or should I let this person go in the afternoon? And there's really no right or wrong answer to that question. It's just your preference. Do you feel comfortable with that employee coming in for that day and even working that day if they're really a horrible staff, right? So that is really up to the center director or the owner at what time is more convenient for you. But what you don't want to do is fire staff over the phone. I know if that person may cause a scene or may, you know that person may be a little irate or out of control, especially because you are in a childcare center where there are children and the safety and protection of those children come first. If that's something that you have to do, then by all means, you are well within your rights to do that as well. So I hope this has answered two of the most important questions that I always get around firing. I cannot get to all of the emails and the questions and things that I get, but I definitely wanted to make this video to make sure that you are aware of some of the things that you can do. So if you do need consulting for your childcare center or home, please go to our website at www.emergentedsccc.com and schedule your consultation through our $1 Million Daycare Academy. Don't forget to subscribe below, and I will see you next time.